Gentlemen, ladies, this is the last video. Not the last video that I'll record. There'll be some tips, tricks, miscellaneous stuff, probably an install video that'll be useful. But for this tutorial series on how to use Octopi Trader in the way that we've intended to use it with Sierra Chart, this is it. So to conclude tutorials in this video, I'm showing you two different ways to run simulations, tick by tick and bar-based replay simulations in Sierra Chart, and two different ways to look at results, one built into Sierra and one built into Octopi Trader, that will hopefully get you a better understanding of portfolio of algos that you've created and how they all work with each other. Let's take a look. Okay, so you've watched an hour of me talking and followed along, and you now wonder how to turn this all on. Super simple. Big green button, hit it. That's all there is to it. Activate. If everything is okay, it'll tell you activation successful. But before we run it, I'll just talk through a couple of things because I think we skipped this whole operations interface to go straight to configuring our logic. Let's address it for a second. We are always working in an instance. Sierra is split up by folders. Folders are instances. Instances are folders. For us, main is NQ, shows you the market that we're trading. But if you're not sure, if you loaded your Octopi Trader and you're not sure where you're in or what configuration is applied currently, select the market, select the instance and hit this load button. It'll load whatever the current configuration is. If you don't see instances, you click this detect subinstance button. It'll go through the Sierra's folder of where everything is and look up everything that exists. So below that, we have a catalog of our configurations. Some of these are things that you may have created. Some of these are things that you may have found on some random website through some random PDF or some random Reddit posts. It doesn't hurt to try strategies. It has nothing to do with how good the individual strategies are and everything to do with how they perform in the overall portfolio. So what you create and what you test, entirely up to you. Once you select the specific strategy that you're working on, you will then be able to go through the signals order strategies, custom studies, whether global variables are important to you or not, and compose everything that you need to run. This is the last hour of video that you've watched combined through all the tutorials. It's about an hour. Once you verified that you're on the correct symbol, correct market, and you're running the correct strategy, you click activate. As you see, we've already activated it. It went through. There is no errors. Activation successful. We're good to go. Now, what are we good to go to do? We can head on to Sierra Chart. This little guy at the bottom is what's responsible for our execution. And this little button that turns red to green is all we need. Now, two different ways as I promised. And notes before we get into each one. I always start making my strategies in tick by tick replay because I want to make sure that what it does will act exactly as it does it in real market. Tick by tick simulates exactly what's going to happen. No matter how you speed it up, this is exactly what your strategy is going to do. It also omits any potential for forward look bias, which you could accidentally introduce in bar-based replay. If you recall, Sierra, well, whether you recall or not, I don't know, but Sierra does publish how exactly they do bar-based replay. It's very fast, but it does make some assumptions. So it only open, high, low, evaluates the bars. And in that, you could potentially code stuff that introduces forward bias. I'm not going to go into details, but tick by tick replay is the ultimate way to verify that what you've done has no forward bias. So if you get wildly different results doing bar-based replay and tick by tick replay, you know you've done something wrong. And you need to look at tick by tick exactly what is happening. Tick by tick replay is the ultimate source of truth. So always refer back to it to troubleshoot your strategies. And if something doesn't look right, that is where you look to fix it. Assuming no errors and everything is good to go, we are ready to begin replaying. Within Sierra Chart, you want to hit combination Control+R, brings up the replay utility. Here's how this guy works. We can replay multiple charts. This is for a different demo if you'd like to see that. For now, a single chart. You want to select Accurate Trading System Backtest Mode, not anything else. This is for rewind. We don't really use that. I do recommend using Start Paused feature. So when you click play, it'll load everything and it'll start the chart paused. So then you have a chance to turn on the system. When you hit play on the specific location, for me, it's a specific location just for the sake of this recording that I selected, it'll clear all the trades and load the chart up to that point. Normal scenario, you will rewind all the way to the left and hit play there. But hitting play will give you this option, clear all trades for all symbols and accounts. Click OK. Everything loads and we are ready to arm the system. So we go to the top left. I'll do a tutorial on how to get this little toolbar up there for Sierra for Octopi Trader. That'll probably be for the installation tutorial, but you will have this button. Click it, turns from red to green. System now is armed and you're ready to play. So basically, any price action that takes place from now on is going to be evaluated by Octopi Trader, and all the trades that you've configured that are supposed to do something will do what they're supposed to. Speed, very important. So I don't know anybody that's going to be watching replay at 1x real speed. We are looking for the trade to happen when the moving average green crosses over red and the bar closes above. So let's speed it up for your viewing interest, and my recording time will go full speed and see when that happens. This does happen. So when you do 30,000 times the speed, you don't see, little tiny increments. You just see bunches of bars appear. So this is exactly what happened over here. The moving average crossed on this bar, and this bar happened to close above our green moving average. So we entered the trade, we're buy, there's our stop. Our target is somewhere way up above because we want to use rule-based exits instead of the bracket target. And we keep going. We're going to look at this thing all the way until hopefully it exits for a profit. I don't know exactly which day I picked, but it looks like it's going in our direction. So exit criteria, we'll pause it for a second. Exit criteria is moving averages crossing back over down. Again, this is a vanilla moving average strategy for the demo. So we will watch that happen, and here it did. Actually, moving averages didn't cross, but a bar crossed below our longer moving average, and we exited right in the next one. So that must have been the condition. We can go and verify that, of course. Let's go to signals, cross down, which is our exit, and it's just the previous bar close below SMA. So we do not wait for the moving averages to cross. We wait only for the bar to close below the slower moving average to exit. So that's how you ultimately come up with the trading statistic window, which we'll cover in this next section. This is just a single trade, but you will obviously have a whole lot of them when you're done. Now, I will show you, I guess, what is also important, how to disarm and how to clear everything and how to reset everything. So you want to click off, you want to click stop. The replay is completely done and finished. You want to rewind all the way left. Actually, for this next demo, you don't have to. You can leave it over to the right. Left rewind is useful for tick-by-tick replay because it picks the point in time to start executing. What we're going to do next doesn't matter where you leave the slider. Price is price. It's not going to go anywhere. So for the next one, see, we have something in trade activity log that will go away automatically. But what I just showed you is basically a way to verify that your strategy performs the way that you want it to. You watch it execute and you verify that it does what it needs to do. Now we want to see what's going to happen if we do the bar-based replay. Why we do it is because tick-by-tick replay, what it is, very accurate. It'll take forever. And 10 minutes or so to replay 4 years of data on, let's say, hourly chart. It doesn't take that long, but we can get the same answer a lot quicker, so long as our configuration is good enough to sustain both modes. And this will be a tips and tricks video for sure. But how do we do that? Well, all we do is we turn on the system and we click this auto trade system bar based backtest. This is Sierra's built-in functionality. We just call the button. Click it. It's going to clear all the data for you. Hit yes. This guy lets you process a multiple number of bars at a time. What you set this counter to really doesn't matter. All that it does ultimately is when you say 250, it'll load 250 number of bars, and it will not let you interrupt the process up until 250 is loaded. So if you set it to 1000, it's going to be 1000 bars loaded, and then it'll let you interrupt. Why you would want to interrupt, I don't know, but that's how CR designed it. So again, doesn't matter what you set it to. Click OK. And this is going to be 4 years of data tested in, I don't know, the couple of seconds that I'm telling you this. This is live, unedited. turn off the system, you will find yourself in situations like this where the trade has not exited. So you will scroll back and you'll see that you're still in a trade when the moving averages crossed as they were supposed to and you entered. So if you want to get full statistics, you want to click on right click, flatten and cancel, and click OK. Now you have the full statistics for the strategy that was enabled. So that concludes the how to run two different ways of backtesting. Hopefully this helps. And now we will look at how to look at the results. All right, so you've done the replays and you wonder how soon does Lambo appear in your garage, or Porsche or Ferrari, whatever it is that you're into. This is how you find out. Two ways. Trade activity log. This is Sierra provided native functionality. I'm sure all of you that use Sierra already use this. Doesn't matter what kind of trading you do, this is useful statistic keeper. It gives you everything that you possibly need to know, with some exceptions. We'll cover those. Profits, drawdowns, win rate percentage, total trades, commissions, anything that you need to understand how your strategy performs. What it does not do though, is for this particular run, we had two different strategies. Both of them actually do long trades. One is just a vanilla moving average crossover. One is a mean reverting strategy. So we end up with long trade statistics, but we don't know which of the strategies did better, which one of the strategies did worse. For that, we have Octograph. So the button is right here. We will open it and some of the buttons are already clicked, but to run through what it does and how it helps you. Every run through results in a file. We then take that file, we look at it and we graph for you strategy by strategy what each one did. If you notice, this is from the same run. So this is the main instance on NQ. Same run, same time, which is information you have here. Number of trades is different, whereas on trade activity log, you have it all combined. So this is loosely, probably not loosely exactly what these resulted in. Name of the strategy, name of the market, and some of the things that we already covered. So if we uncheck all of this, we have ability to look at the strategies individually, graphed, summarized by day, by the way. But more importantly, we get to look at them together and we get to look at them combined. This is ultimately what I personally care about. This is why this tool was made. It is to answer the question of, does my strategy jive with another one that I'm running? Should I run this market alongside another market? So in this example, we see that we can make about 100K running this, lose about 30, give or take. But let's say we add this other market, same strategy, same time frame to the mix. Well, we nearly double the profit potential and we actually reduce drawdown, which is the magic of algo trading and running strategies in parallel. So this is the tool and this is the questions that it ultimately answers. Lets you look at results locally in more detail. This is by Sierra. Lets you look at the results more globally and to understand better how strategies overlap with each other. This is something that we give you as part of Octopi Trader. Hope this helps. And we are done. I hope you guys weren't too bored. I wouldn't dare to say enjoyed the whole series. But if you watch this hour or so of content, you now have everything that you need to get started with Octopi Trader and know everything about making your strategies execute automatically in Sierra Chart. I want to wrap up this video and the tutorial series by thanking you guys for watching. This has been a little bit of fun recording these videos. All the information within the last hour covers everything that you need to know between getting started and getting your strategies to execute, a little bit about Sierra, and I hope that it has been of use. We are live traders. We trade using Octopi Trader, so this is not just a tool made for testing. This is a fully functional trade execution algo portfolio creation system. If you have any questions on usage, tips, tricks, what have you, likely we've done it, reach out. We can help you out, get you started, and get you over any hurdle that you might have in front of you. So until future videos where I'll be sharing some tips, tricks outside of the tutorial series, I will sign out and get back to my trading because this has taken entirely too long. So I will see you guys later.